work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Ooh, I haven't played in a minute. I've been only on what's it called? Call of Duty for a minute. Nigga, it went from trash to trashy. Shit.
Poetry in motion, AI. Just like that. Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now. Hey, see you later, man.
Let's go at it again.
All right, AI. I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna shoot.
Again. Let's go. Poetry in motion, AI. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Keep it going. Excellent work, AI. Let's get it next time. Hey, see you later, man. All right, AI. I see you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
+1. Let's get it.
All right, AI. See you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Poetry in motion, AI. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Play it like you got some groove. I like it. Next time, man. Next time.
It's still in December. Let's get out of December. I think I skip. I'm gonna skip 1, 2, 3 practices so I can play these games, and then I'm gonna go back to practice and some more shit. Fuck that. We right here. We finna go up against the Jazz, Utah Jazz. Then we go. So these the next. Okay, we got Jazz, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Rockets, Phoenix, and then Dallas twice. And then we'll go back to practice. Then after that, I'm gonna do the same thing. Go to practice like once, and then go. How many games is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Into this practice. Oh, okay, then we'll make it to the All-Star weekend. Okay. I don't want to see them, no games. I want to play all these games. But let's get it.
Hey, I'm Kemba Walker. You're watching 2K TV.
I don't care.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Let's see. Oh.
Hey
I
folks,
didn't
thanks
see
for
if I
joining
had
us. This is
any
Ernie
boosts or
Johnson.
anything.
Kenny Smith is here. Shaquille O'Neal. Big guy right there.
Ow!
In this game, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Jazz out in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to
Ricky
even the
Rubio.
series with a win tonight. A lot of
Yep. Let me see if I got any boosts or anything. I should have some Gatorade boosts. I know that much, but jump shots and stuff. That's what I need to know. Know if I got any. Oh no, I don't. Well, you know what this means. After this game, gotta go get some. So it's gonna be two. It's probably jump shot. Nothing else. And rebounding. No, just jump shots. So about 30 of those. Let's get done with this game. We are 13 minutes in. Let's see how long this game.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action, along with great... And we've got time for a quick... Thank you for that report, David. Glad to see AI be welcomed by the league.
And AI has had such a unique experience. I'm sure others around the league want to hear about it. And at the end of the day, his story is incredible, and everyone is a fan of his.
Very little locked in at this point, Brent, but sometimes it feels like the best teams are just waiting for the playoffs to begin.
Well, there's always this idea about building up for the playoffs, and I think over the past 5 or 6 seasons, most of the talk that we have is about those teams being as healthy as they possibly can be. And I think that's the time in the season we're at now, Kevin. Make sure that everybody is 100% ready to go, not just mentally, but physically.
The coaches got to keep their focus, right? I mean, that's tough to do.
The coaches do, but the good ones start that process maybe in the last 15 games of the season to try to ramp things up so that guys feel ready to go once the end of the regular season comes.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Thunder 5 right now. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with AI. And it's George in at the small forward position. And it's Utah's ball. 4-point game. And Rubio kicks to Favors. Mitchell passes to Ingles. Six to shoot. Releases. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. This one for 3. Rebound by Mitchell. Westbrook against Rubio. Passes it to Gobert. Rubio in the corner. Over Westbrook. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's AI. Oklahoma City keeping it alive with the new 24-second shot clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. AI's got 7 points in the game. And we've seen it ever since he came into the NBA. AI's magnetism is something that few players have. Fans just can't help but cheer for him.
And AI has had star written on him since first getting that chance, and he's made the most of it every step of the way. Hard not to cheer for him as a neutral fan, given how hard this guy's worked to get here.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. 3-point lead. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Mitchell dishes to Rubio. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Patterson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Short. And he overshot that one, missing. Jazz trail by 5. Rubio outside. Inside. He's looking for Mitchell and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. Pass to Patterson. Takes a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great sign when Patterson's connecting from deep. Everything for this offense starts to loosen up.
Patrick Patterson, a veteran forward out of Kentucky, had some of his best years, Brent, playing with the Toronto Raptors.
He's a real difference maker for them, coming off the bench and being able to stretch out offensive possessions. Shot the ball incredibly well. High efficiency from there. And that's why the advanced stats, I think that the general manager of Oklahoma City thought that Patterson, as an addition here, could help out their offense and give them some punch off the bench.
AI outside. Utah with the rebound.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Joe Ingles. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fire, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Here's AI. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. AI's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Russell Westbrook with 2 straight seasons, 2, of averaging a triple-double. This is a feat that we thought we would never see again. And Russell backed up the one campaign with another. Just remarkable stuff.
A different look for Utah. Udo's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Burks in for Donovan Mitchell. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Adams. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. Lance Stevenson's checked in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Good on the triple. Crowder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the Thunder placing so much, Brent, on Westbrook's shoulders. It's asking a lot.
It's asking a lot. I'm not sure how much Russell actually feels it. He just goes out and continues to put up just staggering, eye-popping numbers. And to get where they want to go, I think they're going to have to find a way to complement him in some way. And he's going to have to trust in those teammates in order to push the envelope a bit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's AI. Rebound, Utah. Here's Sefolosha. 11-point game his last outing. Crowder kicks to Sefolosha. Back to Udo. Up top, Burks. He's guarded by AI. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Stevenson with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Grant outside. From past the arc. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Grant. Schroeder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Back to Rubio. Crowder against Grant. To the paint. Here's Burks. Banked in off the glass. Burks has got his first 2 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now the pass to AI. Puts up a 3. And Noel kicks to AI. Stevenson passes to AI. A 3 ball. It's stolen by Udo. Burks on the wing. He's guarded by AI. Sapolosha has the open look. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Here's AI. It's rebounded by Udo.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Shoots a fader. That one wide left.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And that one's good. AI.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Alex Abrinas is checked in for AI. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. O'Neal is out there with Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
Yeah, we got to be a DEFCON 1 here, because at this point, he is so dialed in, you got to get him off his spots.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Kings got the job done. He finished with 63 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Favors. Over Patterson. The Jazz again can't hit it. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now, here is O'Neal. He's covered closely. Ingles against Patterson. Here's Favors. Excellent D there from George.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's AI missing. Jazz trail by 18. Mitchell outside. He kicks it to Favors. Shoots over Patterson. Favors can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town. Some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program. It's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Utah. Westbrook, no good. Utah has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Passes it to Favors. Shoots over Patterson. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got 10. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Westbrook kicks to AI. Pulls from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Utah calls timeout. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005. This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
The 3. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Mitchell. Kicks it to Gobert. 1:22 left in the first half of the game. Clock at 6. Up top, Rubio. Patterson defending. To the left wing. Here's AI. The shot's good on the assist by George. AI's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George. Just selfless on that play.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Sinks that one from the post.
Now you can just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
The pass to Patterson. Adams with it. He's covered by Favors. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Utah has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Rubio with a wide open look, and the Jazz another 3.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
AI outside, launches a 3, connects again from distance.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season.
And the list for most threes in a season dominated by Curry, and with every made 3 by him, he takes a step closer to history. Very good look at matching the third highest mark at 286.
Here's Mitchell. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from AI.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with AI. And it's George in at the 3 spot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Wasted no time on that one. George has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Oklahoma City. Rubio with it. Pass to Favors. Over Patterson. And it falls over the rim and in. 14 points for Derek Favors.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
Westbrook against Mitchell. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Again, using his frame and size right there. Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
No good on the shot. AI dishes to Patterson. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Here's AI. No good on the triple. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
AI left side. Fires the 3. Rebound, Utah. Favors got 7 rebounds in the game. Rubio against Westbrook. Ingles kicks to Rubio. Favors inside. Defended by George. Shot from the wing. Rubio misses.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And the basket is good.
Paul George showing his off. Offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hand.
Utah calls timeout. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you play.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate.
Utah, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Well, Sefolosha has really carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA. A very important role player, definitely known for his lockdown defense.
AI outside. Pulls it from 20. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You look at AI, and I'm sure he was hoping he'd be higher in the voting at this point, but the competition is so stiff this season.
It really is. I mean, there are dunk artists on just about every team in the league, and he's a heck of an athlete, but just hadn't separated himself from the rest of the competition.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Derek Favors checked in for Udo. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Patterson's checked in. For 3, Westbrook drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Outside Crowder. He kicks it to Sefolosha. And the jam by Sefolosha.
Great finish at the rim from Sefolosha. He can really throw it down with that athleticism.
Outside, George over to the wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Noel. In the corner, it's Westbrook. AI outside. No good from outside.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Crowder kicks to Sefolosha. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 19. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running, which is good, okay? We've got to pay attention right now, okay, and what we're doing coming out of timeouts.
Pushing the action, fast pace. Billy Donovan wants to keep them rolling it out.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good job in transition. They just need to stay focused and be efficient.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Sefolosha is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Favors. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Burks in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Westbrook against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Sefolosha. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's the biggest aspect of Sefolosha on defense is the length, and he uses it well that time to get off the shot close to the bucket.
Westbrook kicks to AI. Favors brings the double. And it's AI missing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Here's the teardrop. And the rejection by Noel. Jacks up a three. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook. AI's got 38 points.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Mitchell with it. Westbrook picks him up. Crowder finds Sefolosha. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Houston Rockets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
AI passes to Westbrook. Back to AI. Burks with the double team. AI kicks to Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Utah making a change here. Ingles is checked in. And then for Oklahoma City, Luwawu Cabarro comes for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Sefolosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Alec Burks. Noel dishes to Grant. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
Now AI. Back to Grant. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Utah Jazz. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. AI outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Free throw good. AI. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Rubio. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, AI.
What's up, Charlie?
They want to talk to you in the studio. You have a second?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Let's do it.
Right this way.
All right.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
My mindset? It was on where I was gonna go get some food after the game because this was on lock as soon as I showed up in the building. I mean, I still haven't decided between a nice steakhouse or just getting some pizza with my crew. Making that decision, probably the hardest thing I'll do all night because the other team provided no challenge, man. No challenge whatsoever.
Well, if you're hungry, you know what I like to eat. Barbecue chicken alert!
I know. And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for the Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire.
Thanks, man. See ya.